What up guys, Johnny here with another setup video, this time for my Blizzard sorcerers. I have one more left after this one for the Hammerden, and that's gonna be it for the equipment setups. But yeah, let's get cracking with the Blizzard sorcerers. So my first setup, this is the pure vitality setup, the most life that I can actually get with this sorceress versus Hammerdens and versus Necromancers, because they do magic damage. So I don't need any resist or any damage reduction. So this is pretty much the most life I can get. Shit, everywhere here there's. So the most life I can get with Oak as well, because very important versus both Necromancer and Hammerden, you do need to have Oak so that you can tank projectiles, and versus versus the Necromancer and versus the Hammerden, you need to be able to tank once you get stunned. For example, let's say he smites you, and then he smites you, Fist of Heaven jumps you, okay, and you somehow manage to escape. You do one teleport and he Fist of Heavens you and instantly jumps on you. Then you have the Oak to protect you. So as you can see, as I teleport and imagine I get stunned instantly and get ported, for the most part, the Oak will probably tank. The Oak will tank the first hammer. So and then I will have the chance to try and weapon switch and then CT away, for example. So very important to have the Oak. It could actually save your life, because with a Vitality Blizzard is very, as soon as you get damaged, for the most part you get stunned. You take so much damage from every single, like, even physical and magic damage. They stun you so much that you need to have something that can that can tank stuff for you. So this setup revolves around having a lot of mobility. All the setups in general, this Blizzard Sorceress is about mobility and having okay damage. My damage is 12 to 13k Blizzard. This is the most damage that I can get at the moment, and 6.3 to 6.5 Ice Blast damage. So all in all, my damage is decent, not the best at all. You can have probably like 3 or or 4k more Blizzard, but yeah, you will have much less mobility, and you kind of need mobility, because as I said, once you get caught with the Blizzard Sorcerer's Vitality Blizzard, for the most part, unless you have a lot of resist versus a specific character, for the most part you will die super quickly. So you need to have, I might have less damage, but I have the mobility to escape and eventually tank a lot more, so that the more time that I stay alive, the more damage I could do. So altogether, I can do more damage over time than a Blizzard that has much more damage than me, but as soon as she gets hit, she dies, because she can't escape. She has like 20-30 faster on walk or some shit. So right now, I'm using normal Enigma. I just recalculated it. I did one video before this and it was way too long because I was talking shit all the time, but I just recalculated it to kind of see how much my life gets increased by increased max life 5% compared to if I'm using a hybrid Enigma. So it turns out that a better option is an Enigma of Duress with 20 hit recovery, but not by much. So like, if I'm using a 20 hit recovery Enigma of Duress, I can drop these 2 hit recovery gram charms, and I can use and I will need to use only 1 small charm with hit recovery. But at the same time, all that I will gain is 30 life. That's it. So with this, I'm losing 90 something life. I'm using, like, let's just say rough statistics. This is rough statistics, but it will give you a good idea of how much you will gain. So literally, as I take off 5% of my life, I can't do it right now because I have to like switch a lot of gear, because if I take it off right now, I won't be able to wear my spirit. So I did a situation where I have everything else and I just take off my Enigma, see how much the 5% life boost will give me, and it gives me 90 life, 90 something life. And when I lose the life, when I gain the life from the small charms that I will replace if I have Enigma of Duress, I gain around 115 life. So altogether about 25 life gained if I use Enigma of Duress. That's the only thing that you will gain. So it's a better option, but not by almost by any. Like literally, yeah, very, very small increase of you know, of life by 25 or something. So yeah, 25 to 30, let's say. So normal Enigma, Circlet with 20 faster cast rate, 30 faster on walk, and pure life. This one has the statistics on this one are 2 skill, faster cast rate, faster on walk, and then 59 life and 2 sockets. The jewel inside is 8 hit recovery, 9 strength, 8 life, and 14 mana. That's pretty much it. So in this situation, as I said, this is the setup versus magic damage. So I don't need any resists or anything. So that's why this circlet is dedicated to pure life and just some mana. I have cannot be frozen in all the situations because right now I have 40, 85, 110, 115 faster on walk. So 150, when you have that much faster on walk, you better make sure that you have cannot be frozen, because as soon as you get frozen by something, I mean, a Hammerding could stun you with smite, for example, and they can cold you if they have some cold damage. So pretty much you do need to have some, you know, you do need to have something to prevent you from getting frozen, so that you don't, you know, you don't compromise your faster on walk. That's pretty much why the Chamron is there. I'm using a pure damage amulet, so because 115 faster on walk is more than enough in those situations to try and escape versus a hammer, and that's why I have that much faster on walking. I mean, versus Necromancer, you won't be doing this type of stuff. Versus Necromancer, you're just gonna be teleporting away for the most part. So, and in here and there, if they catch you, you know, you try to weapon switch away, but yeah, 115 faster on walk is more than enough. So just put a, I've put just, oh, actually I have the strength amulet now. Scratch that. So you know, 3 cold, 100 life. This is pretty much the, you know, just max damage and max life for the vitality setup. Death Fathom, no surprise, they're the absolute best, you know, the best orb, the best shard for a Blizzard sorceress. Nothing else will actually do. This gives way too much damage, and yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Like nothing else. Aldur boots in this situation, these are my primary boots. I mean, 40 faster on walk and 50 life, very useful. You know, so I use those in the majority of the setups. I don't use them only versus only in my durability setup. I use them versus the Trapper and in all other you know, nature setups versus sorcerers and stuff like that for the most part. Well, I have one ring, like I have 105 faster cast rate, so pretty much 35, 40, 55, 60, 75, 85, 95, and then 105. So it's crucial that you make your setup with the sorcerers. As I said again, I repeat myself, but you need to have nature piece. Absolutely crucial versus the Necromancer and the Hammerdin for you to win. Because otherwise, if you don't have any other protection with a Vitality Blizzard, as soon as you get caught, you won't have you know, even my mobility for the most part wouldn't save me that much if I don't have Oak in certain situations. So you need to have a slot of a unique ring slot that you can exchange all the time. So you can put Bullcathos or Ravenfrost, and I'll show you, you know, in different setups to use those. So yeah, nature piece for the vitality setup, faster cast rate ring with life, Snow Clash for the max damage, obviously. Nothing else will do again. Mage Fist for the mana regeneration, and yeah, pretty much with the vitality setup versus magic damage, you don't need resist like cold resist or anything. So these are pretty much the only boots that you would use. Spirit of Phoenix again for the life. I barely use this one. I only use it in those setups versus Necromancer and Hammer. And for the others, I have just a normal spirit, because I don't have second spirit, and when you do weapon switching versus nature damage, you have to make sure that both your spirits are the same. You either have to use 2 Spirit of Phoenix or 2 normal spirits, so that each time, as you can see normally, like look how much my statistics fluctuate if I just change, you know, like this. So like on the one side I have this maximum resist, on the other I don't. So very you know, it's not a good idea to do this type of thing. So yeah, I only use the Spirit of Phoenix versus Necromancers and Hammerdins for the most part, or if I want to play versus Fireball Sorcerers, for example, that like a Vitality Fireball Sorcerers that has some cold stack, so I can have a bit fire resist. But or if it's a 95 energy shield Fireball Sorcerers, then I can just put you know, if she doesn't have enough gear, I will stay with the 85 fire resist. If she has enough gear, I will just go with HOTS. That's pretty much it. And I will use Bull Kathos. Like here, you could use Bull Kathos versus a, you know, versus a sorceress. Usually, Oak is not allowed in those duels, except for Blizzard sorceress, because you know then it actually, you know, it's beneficial, and you know you have to have it for in certain setups, because I don't have enough cold resist stack, so I do need to have Oak to kind of save me from one Blizzard if possible. So yeah, this is for example versus a 95 energy shield Fireball Sorceress, because they tank a lot, believe me. Like you might think, oh my god, this is so BM, why are you using 90 resist? But let me tell you that some of the, you know, the beefed up Fireball Sorceress energy shield one, when you put 95 energy shields on your Sorceress, you tank, theoretically, if you only get hit each time you get hit by only one Blizzard, it takes very little life with the 95 energy shield, and then it takes, you know, some amount of mana, but one Blizzard is nothing, literally. So I have to hit, if I hit them just by one Blizzard at a time, they can literally tank for days. But so for me to kill them, I have to hit them like either one Blizzard that hits them instantly 2 times, and then I follow them, I hit them a third Blizzard, and then I finish them with Ice Blast. So literally all the hits have to happen within very short period of time for me to kill them. Otherwise, you know, their mana regenerates very quickly within like 10-15 seconds, and that's it. And then you have to start all over again. So you need to be able to tank 7-8 fireballs yourself as you try to chase them away. So it's a very balanced matchup. 95 energy shield sorcerers with decent gear versus 95 resist Blizzard sorcerers with decent gear. It's a very, very balanced matchup in my personal opinion. So yeah, this is pretty much the all-round Vitality setup, and here and there, you know, I can put fire resist and stuff like that. Let me show you the Trapper setup. So Trapper setup, Thunder Gods. I'm using this circlet with 71 stack light resist. Again, 30 faster on walk and hitting 9 strength from the jewel. I do need the 9 strength to wear my spirit. As you can see, right now you can't see it, but let's say I'm on the Vitality setup. So as you can see, I take off, I have 157 strength. I take this off and I can't wear my spirit. That's the main reason why those two circlets have 9 strength, because otherwise, again, I can't, like here it doesn't show it because, you know, I have enough strength because of this, because of the 20 strength from the Thunder God build. But if I die, for example, and I put my amulet, I wouldn't be able to wear my stuff. So pretty much that's why I'm having this 9 strength on my circlet afterwards. I'm using max damage because Oak doesn't help you versus a Trapper, obviously. It will die super quickly. I'm using this 10 faster on walk, 48 light resist amulet, and then let me see. And then I have to put few of those instead of the all resist small charms. I have to put 3 fire resist small charms to make sure that I have enough stack versus you know, with the fire resist. So as you can see right now, when I take off 50 fire resist, that means that I have 120. Actually, maybe if I take off just 1. So at the moment, actually no, I do need, yeah, scratch that, I do need 3. So I have 100, and right now when I take off, so let's say 70 plus 50, easy math, 120. So 120 faster fire resist. If I take off 30, then that means that I have 90. So I have 90 fire resist. Actually, yeah, I have 90, and then I can actually take this. So 90, 80, 79. So yeah, theoretically, yeah, I will have 75 fire resists even when I die from with Anya bug, even when I lose the 30 fire resist. So yeah, this way I have both fire and light resist. As you can see, this is a hell game. As you can see, these are my statistics versus versus a trapper. I have maximum light and maximum fire resist on both sides, so everything is stacked. Both fire and light resist. Very important that you stack them so that you don't get stunned by fire blast too much, you don't get stunned by traps too much. And at the moment I have 125 faster on walk, so 40, 85, 115, 125. So 125 faster on walk, 125 faster on walk, so that you can, you know, weapon switch away, and you can you know, you can spam as you weapon switch. You can just lock them, and you know, it's still a cancerous matchup. Like, don't get me wrong, versus Trapper, Blizzard is literally a very good character, but at the same time, sometimes it's super frustrating because the Blizzard doesn't hit all the time. So you can literally play your best and you can still lose. That's what I'm trying to say. So I could play my best, and you know, I have so much faster on walk, I have good resists and everything, I have chilling armor. So I can literally, you know, weapon switch well. Here and there I can lock them well with like direct blizzards and stuff like that. And I will still not be able to kill them because, you know, as I put blizzards on them, they don't hit them, for example, and they have cloud block and stuff. So don't get me wrong, you can still die even with this type of mobility that I have. Unless the trapper dies in 2-3 blizzards, it's still very hard to kill them, and it's still hard. It's hard to hit them even sometimes because the blizzard doesn't hit. Then even if it tries to hit, they have like 50 something, 60 cloud block, 58, 59, 60 cloud block, so they can block stuff. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's still a hard matchup, don't get me wrong, but even with my mobility, at least I'm giving myself some chance. If you have maximum damage, that's fine as well, but then you're relying on purely just like sitting in traps, sitting in blizzards, or just them just miraculously jumping on a blizzard as they try to chase you, because otherwise you won't have the mobility, and as soon as they catch you in a good situation, you won't be able to escape that well. Like, even weapon switching away wouldn't help you, because for the most part, actually, the you know, the max damage blizzard sorceress doesn't even have full strength bug. So right now I have you can only see my orb, okay, and a max damage blizzard sorceress, you will be able to see their helmet and most likely the armor as well. So pretty much, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you can still win with both, like either max damage blizzard sorceress or the, you know, my one, you can still win. But, you know, I give myself a bit more survivability with the faster on walk, and the other sorceress, the max damage one, just for the most part has to get lucky to win versus a good trapper, because, you know, otherwise if you just sit in your blizzards and try to tag them that way, they will target you from distance with all the traps, then you will have to try to escape, you won't have enough mobility to escape, you'll get stunned endlessly, and yeah, pretty much you will be dying much more often than with this blizzard sorceress, in my personal opinion. So this is the lightning setup again, repeating. So Thunder God belt. I'm changing to this stacked circlet. I'm changing to this stack amulet with the 48 light resist. I'm putting bull cathops for the max damage because I don't need oak. The oak will die in like 1-2 mind blasts. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all to use that. Normal spirit, and that's pretty much it. I'm not changing anything on the inventory or anything. So let me show you the durability setup now real quick. So Verdungo, Bear circlet. I need to use the war travels again. You can see now that very clearly that oh yeah, I'm using Ravenfrost as well, and then 30 cold resist ring, and then this with the all resist. So right now, let me put those all resist small champs as well. So right now, as you can see, because I don't have the 9 strength from the jewel, as soon as I take off the the war travels, I can't wear my spirit. So I need those boots with 10 dexterity, with 10 strength to again to wear my spirit, so that I don't put any strength on my character. I have 39 damage reduction right now, so 15, 23, 33, 39. 39 damage reduction. This is pretty much the set, and 110 faster on walk. So 25, 70, 100, 110. 110 faster on walk, 105 faster cast rate, 39 damage reduction, cannot be frozen, and then 11 to 12k blizzard, 6.1, 6.2 ice blast. Those are the statistics, and 3.4k life. Another important thing, because this is pretty much the main, this setup is actually just purely versus boar amazons and elemental druids. I don't even bother dueling too much versus smiters or barbarian versus casters, because it's such a boring duel. I have to play so defensively versus smiter and barbarian versus casters, because literally you die super quick. As soon as you get caught, you're almost dead versus a good player. So all I have to always keep away, like just port away, spam blizzards from like corners of the screen, super stay away all the time, literally. And versus a boar amazon, at least you do the same thing, but it's more like lock based. With the versus smiters and barbarians, I'm kind of hoping on luck as well sometimes for them to drop on blizzards, because otherwise, as soon as they catch me on the screen and they're a good player, they will jump me instantly. They will try to stun me. If I get stunned, I can still go away sometimes, but I just die super quickly, man. I die in like 3 hits or something. So yeah, not much to say there. You die super quickly. And at least versus the boar, they die in 2 hits or 3 hits maximum, and you can just port away and just condition them, because they will always be, they will be running. They can't just instantly stomp you, like come to you and kill you. So if you pay attention to the guided arrows, you can always kind of, make a blizzard from almost off screen at them and then back out, and then you can return. Take a blizzard, choose your situations pretty much. And versus smiter and barbarian versus casters, you can't choose your situation, because literally as soon as you try to choose your situation, if he's here, he can literally instantly just port on me and kill me. So I have to be super defensive at all times versus them. And versus the elemental druid, having 110 faster on walk is very beneficial, in the sense that I can just weapon switch around, and and I can cast blizzards as I weapon switch, and cast. You can switch to glacial spike, so that their zoo dies instantly. Like, excuse me. If he's using, so he will start using bear very quickly, and with a bear, you have more chance to hit them, because there's only one zoo there, like only one animal to bypass, and the oak. If they have 5 wolves, the chance of you hitting them with a blizzard is absolutely, incredibly small. So pretty much versus a druid, you try to play with glacial spike, so that you make them use bear, because otherwise, when you play with glacial spike, one glacial spike that hits them kills all the wolves at the same time, because it's splash damage. It makes damage all around. It's like fireball. So as soon as you hit them, as you can see, look how it disperses and it kills everything on its side, around. So as soon as you hit them like this, they will lose all the zoo, and they will have to go and recast it, and at some point they will get bored. They will be like, oh dude, I can't be recasting wolves all the time. Let me use bear. So as soon as they start using bear, you know, you have more chance of hitting them with the blizzard. That's the whole key of you know, of doing it like that. And having this mobility allows you to weapon switch around, and pretty much the same way you play with a necromancer. You weapon switch and spear, and here you weapon switch and blizzard, and also weapon switch and glacial spike. That's the gameplay. So all I changed was Verdungo. I changed this circlet, and I changed the war travels, and then this for the cold resist. Again, let me tell you now, so because I kind of forgot, the cold resist is very key. So as you can see, I take off 35 cold resist with the spirit, and I still have 75 cold resist. It's very key versus elemental druids with a necromancer as well. So you have to have 75 cold resist, otherwise as soon as you're in the vicinity of their hurricane, you might get stunned with one hit. If you have like very low cold resist, you will get stunned. You know, you know, undoubtedly you will get stunned. So literally you could be like weapon switching, then he drops around in front of you, you change direction, but as soon as you're in the vicinity of the hurricane, you get hit one time, and on their screen you're literally there, but on your screen you're here, and you're like, dude, I'm far away, why am I still getting hit? And it's because you got stunned from the hurricane and you're still switching away, but your body is actually there because you got stunned there, but on your screen, you know, you're glitched away. So in order to avoid this type of situation, you need to have 75 cold resists, at least, you know, not at least, but like 75 cold resists after Anya bug. And to check that, obviously, you take away 35 cold resist, and even if I had 70 cold resist right now, because I'm taking 35, I can add that 5% back to it, so I will still have 75. Even if I had 70 here, that would mean that, and that would mean that I would have 75 normally, because Anya bug takes 30 resist, like 10 from each difficulty. So you just have to imagine that you take 30 resists off. Every time you die, you have 30 resists down. So, and it wouldn't show. Like, that's the most important part. Even if you normally you don't have the stack, it wouldn't even show. It will just stay 75 cold resist, but you will just start taking damage and you wouldn't know why if you're a noob. But yeah, pretty much it wouldn't show it, but you would have less than 75 resists if you don't have enough stack. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This will conclude the Blizzard Sorcerers. I mean, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to show. Those are pretty much the setups. I have a few magic boots here, funky magic boots with like each stack. Like, these are pretty funny, to be honest. Like, just sometimes if I do need 40 poison, 40 light, or 40 cold resist somehow, then I just put those and retain the faster run walk. But literally scratch those. You don't even need this stuff for the most part. Just I have them because I have them, literally. So yeah, not really that important. So all in all, 7 cold killers with life, 2 cold killers with hit recovery, 9 20 life, 5 all resist small champs, and then I have 4 with fire resist and 4 with light resist that I can exchange here down if I need some more stack. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And let me go through the skills real quick. Nothing really surprising or anything. So, you know, 1 to reach chilling armor, maximum cold mastery, maximum glacial spike, maximum in ice blast, maximum in blizzard, and maximum in ice bolt. That's pretty much it. So you max all those. You have 1 point in, like, I mean, I'm at level 98. I have 1 point in, you know, in frozen orb as well. So like, if you want to be, you know, funky versus some druids, like they're low life or something, and you can just spam frozen orbs and, you know, get rid of their zoo super quickly to be even more annoying. So yeah, but eventually, you know, you don't, some of the stuff you don't even need. You don't need this, for example, too much at all. But you need the chilling armor. Make sure to have chilling armor. Then teleport, obviously. I mean, Teleport, pretty much. Obviously, I'm saying obviously, but teleport, you know why you need teleport? Because, you know, you say, oh yeah, but Enigma is your main armor. Well, yeah, but when I have to go get body, if I don't skill it myself, then every time I get body, I will have to walk. Every single time. If I don't skill it. Yeah, I'm using Enigma only all the time, which gives 1 to teleport, but if I don't skill it, every single time I have to walk to my body. And I don't want to do that. So 1 in teleport, 1 in warmth. It's actually a few in warmth. It's like 2 or 3 points I've put in warmth, just so that I don't use too much mana. As you can see, my mana regenerates quite quickly, and I don't lose mana from teleporting. And yeah, as soon as I start teleporting, I start regenerating some mana. So yeah, that's pretty much the only other useful skill that you could have. So that will conclude this Blizzard Sorceress. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for one more video with the Hammerdin, and that's gonna be the conclusion of all the setup videos. Take care, guys. Have a good day.